Two dudes reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the UglyMugsPodcast. I'm your host, Quincy.
And your other host, Justin.
We are day 3 of quarantine? Day 2 of quarantine.
Day 2 of quarantine. Technically, day 1.
He announced it Tuesday, right?
He announced it Tuesday, but the effects were Thursday, which
yeah,
is
they
today.
they were noon Wednesday when businesses had to shut.
I'll gladly pay you Thursday for a hamburger today.
It's Tuesday, but yes.
Whatever.
My job's not affected and your job's not affected, but family members' jobs are.
Yes. Well, yes, and my job is kind of affected to where now I don't have to deal with people.
Yeah.
I can write shit now.
Yeah, you work overnights stocking stuff, so.
Yeah, and I'm no longer in that fear area where I have to deal with people late at night who's going to ask me the same goddamn question.
This is the moment, though, you realize your store's haunted?
I already know. Okay, having worked there for as long as I have, I already know it is.
You're legit? You think it's haunted?
I know it's haunted. Down? I know it's haunted. You remember how just before we started recording, Quincy said, "Hey, get yourself a dream catcher, blah blah blah." I said, "Yeah, you know me, I don't believe in spirits. This isn't a spirit, this is an apparition. There's two different things here. Cuz with the spirit, it's could be there. With an apparition, I know it's there."
Still get a dream catcher. So today I am drinking Folgers Noir Smoky Midnight Ground Coffee. It's 100% Arabic. It's their darkest roast of the Noir, and it is good.
It is good. On their website, they have 56 reviews, 53 of which are 5 stars, 3 of which are 4 stars, and there are nothing below that. It is a 4.9.
It was on sale at Vaughn's for $4.99 for that little container. 10.3 ounce container.
Yeah, it's a baby it's a baby bottle, but then again,
that's all the Noir comes in is those little ones.
Yeah, but would you want it in a big?
I would, but I feel like I wouldn't do it as a daily. It would be an every now and then thing.
Okay.
Regular Folgers is a daily. This would be the one that mixes it up.
You'd be like, I feel like a Noir.
Yeah, I feel like Noir today.
I feel like a Noir today.
What do you got?
What do I got? A Alpine spiced apple cider. It was a K-cup, but
You said, fuck that.
Fuck that. And I opened it up and poured it into some hot water, and it worked just as good because that's pretty much what it does for...
Yeah, that's what the cake... I'm sorry, excuse me. That's what the K-Cup does, because it doesn't, it's not a filtered one or anything. It just mixes the powder.
So I just did that. I just was like, I'm too tired to go throwing it in a machine and having that do its thing when I already hit the button.
It's rich in vitamin C.
It is rich in vitamin C. It's rich in flavor, too.
Yeah, I like those ones. Those are pretty good.
I've never had... This is, I think, my second time having a powdered variant of apple cider instead of just boiling up
apple cider.
Actual apple cider. This isn't bad.
I love when Lauren makes me apple cider because she does mulling spices and everything. So she goes all fucking out. Apple cider that she makes is amazing.
Like, I can taste the artificialness of it, but I would prefer regular, but this is a good substitute.
This is the weird thing about where we're at in our world right now. This is an Amazon choice that we're looking, just to make sure we had the information right. 120 pouch one. We can't get it until March 25th. That's next Wednesday. This coming Wednesday.
Now that makes me wonder. That makes me wonder about like my Prime.
I was looking at certain things on Prime. Depending on what it is, I can still get 2-day delivery, but I'm not. Same day delivery is pretty much done right now. Yeah. Back to the city shutdown thing. Our city, Vegas, we've talked about it before. Yeah. They decided that we were shut down unless it's an essential business, which kind of brings us into some of our news stories today.
Oh God!
Do you want to do the movies before we get into the news?
Yeah, let's do the movies.
All right. So last week we did 3:10 to Yuma. It's a remake.
It's a remake. I didn't know it was a remake. Well, me and most of the movies, I don't know that they're originals or remakes, or even if they even existed. But
except like Godzilla.
Except for Godzilla. Oh God, yes. All forms of Godzilla, even the bad ones. I'm looking at you, Mr. Broderick.
Did he make that movie bad, or did their version of Godzilla make that movie bad?
Both.
I didn't think he did anything wrong, personally.
That's a lot of fish.
Was he wrong?
He could have given a little bit of insight to not give that line.
Yeah, well, you know.
Moving on though, 310 to Yuma, fucking great movie.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Okay.
Me not being one for westerns, the only westerns I've seen are pretty much Blazing Saddles, a little bit of Westworld, if you want to count that.
I don't know if I would count that. Maybe the original movie.
No, well, okay.
The TV show's a remake.
Yeah, I know, I know, but God, there's a '90s show like '93, '94. A Western show that involves a woman who is like a physician, and it's set, of course, in the Old West. God damn it!
All I'm thinking of is Little House on the Prairie, and I know I ain't that.
No, that's way long time ago. That's when my mom was watching.
I know that you also saw like Wild Wild West with Will Smith, which
Would I count that though?
I mean, it's set in the West. Sure, gets a little steampunky.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman.
There you go. Never watched this.
Yeah, apparently I had some good cuts, but
6 seasons.
6 seasons, lasted a while. 1993 to 1998. I remember watching it. I don't
6
remember
seasons
what
in 5 years. Interesting.
I remember having it on while I would be fucking around with Legos. You know, that's about all I can remember of it.
And Wild Wild West, by the way, is a remake. Okay, here's one for you. You know The Magnificent Seven?
Yes, you showed me the DVD and
So,
told me that it was a remake of that too.
So the Chris Pratt one, the newer one, the Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke one,
Yeah.
is a remake of the original, which had a bunch of things. But the original is technically a Western remake of Seven Samurais.
No, that's right. You told me that too.
Yeah. So it's funny how these things get treated.
Oh my god! But back to 310. Back to 310. The casting, glorious. They picked.
You're fine.
They picked good movie.
I looked at something off mic and he panicked.
I was like, what? What's his name?
Russell Crowe, Christian Bale,
Russell Crowe was great.
Alan Tudyk.
Oh yeah. God, just I'm trying to think of like some things to take back from the movie. There isn't much to really take back from the movie. The very, very ending of, well, it was all for naught, that kind of thing, made me go, But then again, he already knew he was going to get out.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe's character.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, he realized that
Bale's
Bale's character was going to just...
I wouldn't call it all for naught because I do believe that the train guy is going to keep his word and pay the family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. But it was more along the lines of it was all for naught as a sense of him going onto the train in general because he was going to get off the train.
Yeah. Now he doesn't have his crew though.
Yeah.
So
the fucking scene as soon as he hopped off.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a well shot action scene that was maybe 10 seconds
If
long.
that. I like that they did also the thing from the moment that the clock strikes 3 in the movie till the moment the train shows up is 10 minutes.
That was a good, yeah. When you said that, I was like, really?
Yeah.
It felt like a little bit longer.
I love when movies do things like that.
And when they run up, he's like, wait, isn't it here? Oh, no, it's running a little late.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, that was kind of one of those things, like trains have always been a thing where like you could set your watch by a train because trains in the Wild West, like they were going to be there on time. They didn't wait for anything unless there was some kind of catastrophe. Fuck it.
Catastrophe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What are the ratings?
The ratings, wow. To be fair, this week has been really hard on both of us. We're both kind of like mildly fried.
Yeah.
And so
You more so than me. You're working your ass off.
I am. I've pulled 16 hours
Of overtime?
over the past 2 weeks.
Wow.
I am exhausted.
Nice
but
check,
good news,
though.
I'm gonna get paid. 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 89 on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 4 out of 4 with Roger and Ebert. Just Roger.
Roger Ebert's one person. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
sorry.
Ebert and
Roper.
Schuster.
Schuster now?
Yeah. Well, it was. They're both dead.
Oh. Yeah.
It was Ebert and Schuster, and then I do believe Schuster passed away, and they got someone else, and it was Ebert and him, and then that guy passed away, and then Ebert passed away.
Oh.
if I remember correctly.
Well, damn.
And 91% from Google users. Where are you putting it at?
I'm putting it with the 91.
You like the 91?
I like the 91.
Yeah, I definitely put it in the 90s.
Well, even still, the 89 with the Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I want to see how many. 220 as far as with the critics. So 220 critics.
86 from the users at 394,322.
That's okay. To be fair, that's a big fucking number.
I feel like it's this weird thing where people, for some reason, don't like Russell Crowe. Like, there's a lot of people that do, but there's a lot of people that just freaking nag on certain things.
There was a few lines that he delivered that felt really... He didn't emote enough, but
Yeah.
I think that was also the character. I haven't seen too many Russell Crowe movies, so that might be my fault. But I felt like it was the character doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take that away from him.
No. I'm curious. Let's see what some of the bad reviews are. I
Okay.
want to see what people don't like about this.
Okay. Both dull and deeply unnecessary. A stinker. That's Deborah Ross from The Spectator.
So, okay.
Everything else is
all
let's
positive.
see, rotten. 25 rotten.
These are critics.
Yes. Bale and Crow are superlative, but Mangold's wrote. This guy's using big words weird. Banal expansion never quickens the pulse. Bro, you gotta dumb it down for some people. Not just me.
Okay, how about this one? Give solid craftsmanship a dreary name.
Now, see, that's actually a good... Okay, now, I can actually probably line alongside this gentleman to understand what the fuck he's talking about. Because solid craftsmanship... Okay, think about it. What is craftsmanship in a movie? It is story, substance, plot, actors emoting what you're supposed to have on screen from the director, the producer being able to tie along that exact story, that sort of thing. Now, solid craftsmanship, a dreary name. So that must mean to this person, it means that something in this whole structure was not fine craftsman. If I knew more about Westerns, maybe I would be able to have a better idea of what he's talking about.
So now kind of here's my thing. Like, if you look at the next review, that I kind of get what this guy's saying, and maybe this is where the solid craftsmanship guy's pulling it from. You know, first hour 0.5 are slow, preposterously scripted, and short of powerful dialogue. I like the ending though. This movie, I will say, does have a point. Like, the movie starts out like, some shit's going down.
Yes.
And then it kind of
slows down a little.
Slows a bit, but it has to.
And it's not to take away from it. It does have a lot of talking.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, as soon as they're out on the road again, it gets hit. It's big.
So I guess I could say with the craftsmanship thing, with what this guy's saying, is maybe when the movie does have to slow down, they could have worked the dialogue a little more. And I'm going to blame both the script and the actors for that, because improv's considered a thing for a reason.
Yeah, and nobody takes liberties anymore, from what I've noticed. Unless
some do, some don't. It depends.
Like, I'm looking over at Jim Carrey for Sonic.
Yeah.
He took his liberties and he ran with them.
I think a lot of it has to do with the director, because there are certain directors out there who are like, no, you're not going to improv. You're going to do this the way the way it's scripted, things like that. So.
Yeah. I mean, to some benefit, I would say the ones that do that probably have that vision in mind, and sometimes it can work.
Yeah. Kevin Smith used to be very much like that.
Really?
Being the scriptwriter also, I think, kind of comes down to a lot of the reason whys, but he was very much like, do it by the script. And he says he lessened up on that over the years, and he feels like it's a better thing that he has. So.
Okay. Well, this one here, this review from eOnline's Alex Markerson, 310 to Yuma takes too long to decide what kind of movie it's going to be. And it gave it a C+, which means that it must have been entertaining, but a little confusing. I can somewhat agree with that, but at the same time,
I don't get this one. The tale never quite resonates beyond the screen. How do you take that?
I don't personally. I don't, but I can see. No, I can't really.
I mean, it's a story about a man that feels like he failed his family
and is losing everything.
Yeah,
and
it all started with his leg.
It all started with his leg. The fact that he had to, spoilers, walk away and during his walk away, he was handicapped for it by his own people. And his son basically not giving him the respect that he thinks he deserves, which in his own mind he even doesn't feel like he deserves.
Yeah. And
so he wants to come back as someone who, got for his son something that he can say, I took the hangman.
Yeah. I feel like Russell Crowe's character kind of looks at this character, looks at the character of the farmer as a person that's been through so much and continues to be through so much, but continues to be good.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he respects that, and why there's a different reaction between how Crowe treats him versus how Crowe treats everyone else. Because while Crowe's character has been through shit, he's an outlaw.
Yeah. But
He let it push him to being an outlaw versus Bale's character who won't.
He's a God-fearing man.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, Crowe's character basically says, I respect you. I'm not going to do anything to you because you haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is like everybody he killed in the movie, he had a reasoning.
Yeah.
Even a terrible man should respect his mama.
Yeah.
All that shit. So
It's I won't muddy my shoes in your home because you showed me such kindness to allow me into your home.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a very interesting cut. And I think it's kind of overshadowed throughout the whole movie up until the very end.
Yeah.
Which...
It does have a very powerful ending.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does. And what sucks is it has to wait to the ending for some people to figure it out, like yours truly. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad. I'm glad it ended like that.
So, would you watch it again?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's
and
what
I
was...
would also watch Tombstone again, which
right.
we're about to talk about. Val Kilmer, I will be your Huckleberry.
You feel like he made this movie?
I don't think he made this movie. He did have really great scenes. He was top. This wasn't nominated for any Oscars. This was nominated for 2.
To be fair, it had some serious competition that year.
That's fine and fair, but I'm just saying this had only 2 nominations for the MTV Movie Awards in 1994. One for Best Male Actor and one for like Male Heartthrob, something like that. Mm-hmm. And Val Kilmer was both of those, didn't even win. And I was just like, don't fuck him over like that. He devoured the screen.
Oh, yeah. This was definitely, I feel like, Val Kilmer at his top.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is what leads...
I need to watch more Val Kilmer movies.
This leads to Batman.
I haven't even seen that one.
You've never seen his Batman?
I've never seen his Batman. That's the only one I've never seen.
So, it's the one before Clooney.
Yes.
It's Schumacher's first. It's the first of the Neon Everywhere. We're making a cartoon live action type thing.
Okay.
My issues with the movie is... I don't accept Val Kilmer as Batman.
Who is the villain in this one?
Two-Face and Riddler.
Okay.
It's Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
Okay. I do remember seeing...
Nicole Kidman's the love interest.
Okay. I do remember seeing the Jim Carrey doing a monologue scene. I do remember seeing that on YouTube a while back.
It's also when they introduced Robin with Chris O'Donnell playing him. He reprises his role as Robin in the George Clooney one.
Okay, I was going to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and then in the George Clooney one, they bring Alicia Silverstone in as the Batgirl, but she's Alfred's niece for some reason, instead of Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
Yeah, okay. But even still, back over
Which, by the way, she's not Commissioner Gordon's daughter. If you go back and read the comics, she's his niece. He adopts her when her parents die. That's why she has the same name as his wife. He didn't name his daughter after his wife. His wife just happens to have the same name as his niece. Because they're both Barbara.
Babs.
My comic book heartthrob. Oh, I love Babs. Oracle, all of it. She's so amazing. Lauren knows. She's jealous.
Can you guess my comic book crush?
Mystique.
No.
The Blob.
No.
No.
I will give you a clue. It's DC.
Okay. Poison Ivy.
No.
Catwoman?
No.
Killer Frost.
No.
Supergirl.
No.
Power Girl?
No.
They're the same person anyways. I don't know.
Think Teen Titans.
Terra.
No.
Starfire?
No.
Raven?
Yes. Yeah.
I like Raven. Raven's good.
Yeah. Raven, I just love the idea of Eldritch meets witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
While also being the devil's daughter.
Well, that's what I meant as far as Eldritch, because he basically was the unspeakable fathom.
Gotcha.
And I'm just like, okay.
He's in her forehead.
Yeah. Moving back over to Tombstone. These did not get some good reviews on Metacritic at 50%, but 73% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb, and 90% of Google users like this movie.
I think, yet again, it's another talky one. I think people think Western and they think guns going off all the time. And it's like, that's not true. The audience loves it.
The audience loves it with 94% with almost 200,000.
Granted, that 73 from critics is from 45 people.
See, they don't go back and watch those old movies, or they don't, put it up on this.
Well, yeah, let's pull it up. Let's see when the most recent critic review was. 2012.
Is this in order? Oh, it is in order.
Oh, nope, 2015.
Oh. Well, this one's also fresh.
Yeah.
But still, you're right. We'll go with the latest one, which is a fresh one, which is the right-hand men are the reason we all keep going back to Tombstone.
It's very true.
All right.
I love Kurt Russell in it. He's amazing. But going back and seeing Sam Elliott, seeing Val Kilmer, seeing Bill Paxton, they're just so fucking great. It was funny. You asked me, because they had the pool table and Eric was pool around then. And I'm like, I think so. And I went and I double checked and I was like, yeah. But I had spaced about Bill's scene. Or, yeah, it's Bill's scene, I do believe.
Yeah.
And I had spaced on that. I remember that he died. I just didn't remember it was on the pool table.
Yeah.
So then it clicked and I was like, oh. But I had to play it off because I didn't want to ruin it for you. Because while it's based on true stories, I know you didn't know the history all the way.
Yeah, that scene was true to... Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to die on a pool table.
Yeah. And his brother did lose the use of his arm. Most of the Earps died of older age, though. Most of them were in their 80s. Even Wyatt.
You mentioned.
Even their dad. Most of them died in California. They retired to the Bay Area.
They during the gold rush, all that nonsense?
We just called it. Yeah, they were just done.
Oh.
Is this one... You already said this is one you watch again. Yes. So where are you going to put your rating at then?
I would definitely put it high. I'd say maybe about 85.
Okay, so not the 94 it's getting.
Yeah, not the 94 it's getting. I would put it at 85. It's not, of course, any of those numbers. But, this one's maybe one step below 310 to Yuma.
Okay.
It's a very entertaining movie.
And maybe
every scene has at least that one very
and maybe the reason why it is lower is 310 to Yuma's fantasy. While this is a level of fantasy because they did make some of this up, they did change a few things. This is mostly based off of real life, and there's only one person out of these real life people that was really a tall tale kind of person, and that's Doc Holliday. And
then again, apparently Doc Holliday was one of those types.
Yeah.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Yeah, the Daisy line is something he actually said.
Oh.
That's a real life thing. I've got you. If you do, you're a Daisy. And then he shoots him. That whole thing was real. That went down like Aka did in the movie. I do believe Huckleberry might have been real. I couldn't find anything to confirm it. But the concept behind why he would say that sounds like it's a legitimate thing. It being a reference to two things. A Huckleberry being Huckleberry Finn. Being the man for the job. Or also Huckleberry being the man that has to stay sober to be a pallbearer for the casket.
Oh.
So it works twofold as a great fucking line.
Wow. Now that you told me that. And then not the last scene, the second to last scene between Kurt Russell and Val.
That's fake.
I figured
the hospital bed scene.
Yeah, I figured as much, but the fact that they tied that in to basically give
parts of it are true. So his common law wife stayed with him till the end.
Yes,
he did look at his feet and laugh because he always thought he'd die with his boots on. Wyatt was not there. Wyatt didn't know he had been dead until it had been about 2 to 3 months.
Okay,
but that's because they were living so far apart, and it was Old West era.
And telecoms were barely starting at that time.
No, I feel like they'd been around for a bit.
I don't think Morse was burning about that time.
You gotta remember.
Because
what's it called?
Western Union.
Telecom's not what it's called.
Western Union.
Western Union's for sending messages, but they had the... What is it called?
Morse code?
It's Morse code, yes, but I can't think of what it's called. It's what AT&T used to stand for. Maybe it is telecom. Maybe you're right. I think it is telecom.
A heliograph, telegraph wire.
Telegraph, thank you. That's what it is. So I'm pretty sure telegraph was around at the time. I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. I need to disconnect because this room's a fucking lead box.
It is a lead box. I mean, I'm in a lead box. Bury me.
This search is not being my friend. Do me a favor and look up when Doc Holliday died. And then we can...
1887.
And the telegraph was developed in the 1830s and 1840s.
All right, disregard that.
And Morse code was originally 1791 to 1872 before they started using it for other things.
Cool.
So yeah, I was pretty sure because it's kind of one of those things like, you know, do this, stop, da-da-da, stop, da-da-da, stop.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. Tonight's movies, we're going to do... you want to watch bad movies, and so we're kind of counteracting that. Well, we're going to watch bad movies. We're also going to do one of the other things you want to do. You wanted to watch some Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah.
So we're going to do two of them. Two more of the famous ones. We're going to do Space Mutiny and Merlin's Mystical Shop of Wonders.
Okay. And both of these, you've already said, are bad movies, but this is just going to be entertaining because of the...
Because of MST3K. Yeah.
Okay.
And because we're watching the legit MST3K things, you'll still have all their little jokes in the middle that they would do before and after commercial breaks.
Okay.
So I think you'll enjoy them.
I hope I will.
Well, I think you'll hate them, but I think you'll enjoy the MST3K.
Yes.
So on with the news.
On with the news.
It's been a little bit since we had league news.
It's been a little under a month. But Fiddlesticks finally gets his upgrade. He looks great. His voice lines, I showed you him a little bit ago. What do you think of those voice lines?
They're good. The voice actor keeps making me think of different voice actors, though. Like, I looked this guy up, and it's like, this is what he's done, from what I can see, is League. And I'm like, no, he sounds like this voice actor, or he sounds like that voice actor, he sounds like this voice actor. And so I think maybe he's taking notes from those people and putting it into this character. And then, hold on, let me show you what he looks like now. Like, he looks so good now.
Ah, there we go.
That's pretty interesting.
Now, with his new lore, it's basically a whole bunch of Demacia armor pieces wrapped up in a cloth that was possessed by a demon.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And then they finally gave him some extra splash art updates, such as Spectral looks like that. Bandito gave him some nice little
Western look and stuff.
Looks.
He's got even his mouth is a handkerchief.
Yeah. Surprise Party. I'm super excited to hop in as Surprise Party. God, Fiddlesticks was one of the ones that I got a pentakill on, and I love him to death. Risen, they didn't change too much. Praetorian, they gave him his mecha body, which looks more lanky.
Totally got an alien reference though, with the way his face and mouth look, along with the thing coming out.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. Union Jack, gave him Jack the Ripper.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the mustache and the monocle.
Yeah. And then Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
And Fiddle Me Timbers, where he's got the pirate motif going on.
I like it, but I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it. Like, it looks good. I like the tentacles. I like the boat wheel. I like the hat.
Yeah, it's supposed to just be thinner. They're trying to keep him thin.
Okay.
So I don't know how much they could have added. Dark Candy, which is his Christmas theme.
I would have gone more like that. Looks really cool, and I like that. I like the penguin in the background.
Pengu.
I would have gone more Krampus with it, though.
Oh yeah, that should have been it. Why do I feel like there's a skin missing? I feel like there's a skin missing from that.
Unless you're thinking of one of the old ones.
Maybe, but they have updated all of them. But even still, I just like that look. He has a nice scythe. He now actually uses it instead of just throwing shit from it. Oh man, he plays so much better.
With the quarantines and the isolations and even things like California where they're full on 24-hour lockdown.
Yeah.
How many new league players do you think there are going to be?
I mean, with all the sales going around, there's a lot. There's a lot.
We didn't pull up the sales.
Oh, we didn't.
You find those. Pull up one of my news stories so I can talk while you find this. Just something to strike my mind. That works.
Okay.
Go ahead. So Reno 911 is being rebooted. And at first I was like, this is stupid because why would we want a reboot of Reno 911? Like, this series was what it was. The movie was what it was. I don't want to see someone else try to do that. Well, the reboot actually has the original cast. And they're all, for the most part, looking pretty damn good. I mean, obviously they've aged, but it's almost like the show never ended because the trailer that they dropped, they're still hitting the same notes. They're very much the same characters. And that's fucking great.
Oh, yeah. Like the trailer we saw, it was literally like we just slid into an episode just with a little bit of extra salt, would you say?
Yeah. It's going to be for a new streaming service, I think. QB. I don't really know if that's going to be a paid system. Quibi. Quibi. I don't know if that's going to be like a paid thing. I don't know if that's going to be a free thing.
I'm just hoping they throw it alongside like Pluto or something where it'll already be on a free streaming service that we don't have to.
Well, let's Google Quibi. Whatever that is. It says Quick Bites, Big Stories. Free for 90 days. So it will be something that's paid. It launches April 6th. So, yeah, it looks like if you want to see this, you're going to have to pay.
Movie quality shows designed for your phone?
So the idea is...
Mobile,
okay. But how much is my question? 50-plus original shows featuring the world's biggest stars will be free for 90 days if you download the app and sign up at launch. Okay.
No prices. Yeah, no prices.
Let me pull up the app and see.
Okay.
Because I's got the phone right here.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Something tells me it's gonna probably push it back because I don't think it's ready yet. From the look of it, it says it's pre-order. Yeah, I don't know. But, I mean, I'm happy to see Reno 911 back again. I liked it. I liked the show. I didn't watch too many episodes, and
there you go.
I would gladly catch up.
With some ads, it is $4.99 a month. With no ads, it's $7.99 a month.
Okay, so it's basically Hulu.
Yeah, but cheaper. Hulu's a little bit more expensive than that.
Is it?
A little bit.
Oh.
The no ads is like 11.
Really?
Yeah, and then the with ads is I think the 7.
Huh.
But then we did the bundle because with Disney Plus.
Fair enough.
And ESPN, which is pointless now.
Shit.
All sporting events gone.
What sports?
Good point. Yeah, I mean, they'd have to get more than just Reno 911 for me to throw $4.99 a month at them. Because, I mean, if Reno 911 launches within that freebie 90 days, maybe. But, I don't know. We'll see. Now, if they were to make this to where you could buy the episodes, would you go and buy the episodes before seeing them? You think so? Okay.
Well, I think so.
He was yawning, so he shook his head.
Yes. I really want good quality content for either inexperience or something that I already have it on. I'm tired of all the new ones. I am now starting to see what you see, and I'm getting super agitated that I would need to either get a new service or something that
it's getting out of control.
It is. Like the CBS All Access with Picard. I want to watch it. I can't. And I don't want to spend the money for it. I don't have it. It's frustrating. I just watched a Binging with Babish that kind of spoiled a little bit for me. I wasn't too frustrated about it. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. They cook something with a character. And I was just like, okay, cool.
I watched 2 episodes of the new Hot Ones game show.
Oh, how'd you like it?
So they were just regular people episodes. They weren't like any of the special guest episodes. It was pretty good. It made me go, I really want to see how hot these sauces actually are because one dude was puking.
Some people can't handle capsaicin.
So I was curious. If you want the 3-pack, it's all 3 because they use the same sauces each time.
That's correct.
And then at the end, they do a shot of all 3 sauces mixed together with an added boosted thing from another sauce, which I don't think you can get. You'd have to buy a bottle of that other sauce. Okay. But the 3 regular sauces together is $60.
Okay.
So I probably won't be doing that anytime soon. But I did get interested. It's pretty interesting. The concept is supposed to be that you're struggling so much with the heat that you can't answer the questions. And then they do a cool Ring of Fire thing at the end, which was pretty cool. I think me and my brother could probably handle the spice enough to still be able to think. Like he would be my partner for this. My problem would be I don't know that me and him would know the answers because a lot of it's like pop culture shit on the end of like Instagram stars and stuff like that. That I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like they asked like a Kim Kardashian question,
and you'd be boop.
The only reason I knew the answer was because it was like, what couple got married in 2014 while she wore this insane dress? And the first thing was Beyonce, Kim Kardashian, and Alicia Keys. I was like, well, I know it's not Beyonce because her and Jay-Z have been together for fucking ever. That's the only reason I knew the answer to the question. Because I don't follow Kim Kardashian. But there were certain things where I was like, I got that one. The other ones where I'm like, I have no fucking clue. So, interesting game show, though. And it actually led me into finding a different game show. Because what it was is we watched AEW and then we just kind of left the TV on and let it kind of cycle through. We watched 2 episodes of the hot ones and then Misery Index, which is a game show with the guys from Impractical Jokers.
Really?
Yeah. So basically you have a Misery Index scale. It's been set up by like psychiatrists and stuff like that. And they're helping you to try to figure out where certain things fall on the Misery Index. And they're actual real life things that have happened. Like, one guy getting bitch slapped by a bear, things like that. Or a guy got the shower chair from IKEA, sat on it for too long. The hot water made parts of him swell up and he got stuck to the chair because something kind of fell through a hole.
Okay.
Yeah, things like that. So it was interesting stuff.
Okay. I'm just curious on how that would have really rolled through. Like as far as like people guessing them or
so what it is they explain the situation to you or they show you a video or they show you the news article, whatever it is, and you've got a scale of like 1 to 100. Okay. And what they do is they have given examples like this is considered to be an 86 or a 55 or something like that. Where on the scale do you think it falls?
Okay.
So yeah, it's an interesting concept. It's for cash and yeah.
All right. That actually sounds really neat.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, and apparently it's on Hulu, so if you want to catch an episode or 2.
I can. I have also been doing something. I played the Bleeding Edge.
So is that... I'm confused. Is it on Game Pass or not?
It is now.
Okay.
Because that's going to lead into our next story.
Okay. What did you think?
Okay. I like it. You just need a team of competent people who have more than 2 chromosomes each.
So, never going to happen.
I won all my games that I played.
Okay.
It's just being a healer in that game, you need communication. Mm-hmm. Being a DPS in that game, you need no communication.
So my buddy James wanted me to get on Crucible with him the other night.
Got him down.
I hate Crucible.
I don't mind it.
I was like, I really don't want to play this. He was like, come on, there's some things I need. I was like, fine. I had the most kills for our first round. And he goes, look at that. You were bitching and you have your most kills. I'm like, I didn't say I wasn't good. I said I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because your teams suck. So, I totally get your pain there with the lack of communication, playing with randos.
Oh, like yeah, that. No. But I will say the characters are very unique. Mm-hmm. Everything flows super nice. It's 2 game modes for right now. A domination where you have to hold points for a little bit and help defend them, and then they change places. Certain maps actually have the points moving, so you gotta
follow them.
Yeah,
that's kind of a cool concept.
There's Capture the Flag and King of the Hill as well. They kind of count that as one game mode.
Just whatever one you're gonna be dropped into.
Yeah, kind of.
Gotcha.
And each characters play pretty good. For my medic, I was I need to get names.
It was funny because when we were playing Crucible, I was like, what are we playing? And he goes, capture the flag. And we load in and it's point A, B, and C. I'm like, this isn't capture the flag. He goes, yeah, it is. I'm like,
domination.
Domination, or what I know it as because I played a lot of Call of Duty, hardpoint. And I'm like, this isn't capture the flag. He goes, what's capture the flag then? I'm like, it's when you go and grab someone's flag and take it back to your flag. And he goes, I'm like, don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, you said the wrong thing, and I got confused.
So I played as Zero Cool.
I like the cup holder.
He's a Brazilian gamer who decided to step up his game and basically do this. I don't know if this is like a Bleeding Edge is like a I don't know, like a tournament. It's hard to really denote. But yeah, you got people from all over the world.
So do you feel there's a story to it?
As of right this moment, yes. It's not fleshed out enough.
Okay.
But you got, as I said, people from all over the world. South Africa, Netherlands, New York.
Is that
England.
a dolphin?
That's that's the new one that I think popped out. But yeah, it's a dolphin inside a turret.
Trying to remember what movie that makes me think of.
Japan.
What movie is it where like a dolphin is like it's like a super smart dolphin? I don't remember.
I have near an idea. But
Just goes to show how much random shit I've watched.
I mean, one is just a snake with a fucking corpse attached.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I actually really like the way that looks.
Yeah, and to think he's supposed to be a support. He's supposed to be a helper. And it's super neat.
Do me a favor, scroll up. I can't talk. Okay, so the game is set in a futuristic world of in the year 2057. You realize we'll probably still be alive by then? That's only 37 years away.
You're right.
As long as we take care of ourselves and don't get corona.
Yep.
World governments have become corrupt, and corrupt society only and corporate society only looks on. Sorry. Tired of the system. Damon forms a gang of misfits known as the Bleeding Edge. After taking his revenge on those who wronged him, Damon takes the Bleeding Edge to the underworld of fighting circuits. It is here that he intends to recruit an army of augmented to the Bleeding Edge and redeem himself for his past actions. I'd rather play the story where you're taking on the corrupt government and corporate society, honestly, rather than being in the underground fighting.
It could possibly be popping out. As of right now, it's a 4v. I believe it's 4v4. That's what I was playing. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what it is now that it's being released on Game Pass. But it's very much fun. It is very much a brawl 'em up kind of thing. They do teach one very strong fundamental. Hey, you see the healer? Take the healer out first.
So you kept getting your ass shot.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're teaching people the right way to handle it, but at the same time, I'm like, don't teach them that. Ninja Theory backed this up, so you can tell it's a Ninja Theory game from how people move.
Which one's Ninja Theory?
Ninja Gaiden, and
gotcha. Okay.
Ninja Theory, Devil May Cry.
Okay, gotcha.
And they did Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice
and Disney Infinity 3.0.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't bad. It's just didn't project well.
The problem is people were already buying Amiibos and Lego divisions. You want them to go through and buy more figures.
You're right.
Oh, and sorry, the first one of all of them, the Spyro one. What was it called? Skylanders. Thank you.
You're welcome. But even still, it's owned by Xbox Game Studios, and they're doing well. I'm excited. Will I keep playing Bleeding Edge? Probably. If I see some people playing it, I'll probably hop on too. I'm excited for that. I was also playing Borderlands 3. And me and Goon have been crawling through it. We are having a blast. They boosted legendary drop rates and a lot of weapons, and we're just bouncing all over the place.
I finally beat Rogue, Assassin's Creed Rogue.
Oh yeah?
I didn't like the ending. It was like, okay, we kind of did a thing. Let's call it a day.
What's the first syllable of Assassin's Creed?
Ass. You can't tell me you don't like it with as much hours you put into fucking Origins.
I'm not saying I'm just making fun of it. I don't mind
It's ass.
It's ass in Creed. Ass in Creed.
No, I realize though, like, I feel like they'd had their top game several games ago, and they're never gonna do that again. Like, I liked Syndicate. Unity was broken.
Now, see, you're right, but see, I like Origin.
I didn't care. Origin didn't feel like an Assassin's Creed game to me.
Well, no, of course not. You have to advance yourself. You can't keep doing the same exact formula over and over and over.
You're right, but it should still feel like it's somewhat the same. And I didn't get that from this at all. That, and I kind of made that game my bitch.
Oh yeah, I was doing that as well. I still have to finish it.
I haven't played Odyssey. A buddy of mine that's a huge Assassin's Creed fan feels Odyssey is only enjoyable to him because he likes all the Roman shit. He feels like if it was a different theme, same game, he doesn't know that he would like it as much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good assessment because that's what I heard also.
No. So, and then Unity was broken, so I think Syndicate was truly the last good one.
Okay. So that leads us into our next one of
Games.
Game Passu.
Games.
Oh my god, I'm trying. There we go, I found it. Okay, so Bleeding Edge is a part of what I mentioned of the coming soon. Well, it's out now. We also got the Surge 2.
I don't know what that is.
Dark Souls, but sci-fi.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked the premise of it. The first one was man in a wheelchair. You literally are just a man in a wheelchair going down to go and get some new body parts, and it's slow, and you're like, this isn't what I signed up for. And the very first thing you do is you crawl into this machine that you get strapped into, and you hear a voice say, all right, anesthesia at full capacity, subject is knocked out. The guy's like, wait, what? And you just hear screaming as bolts are getting curved into him.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a I have no mouth but I must scream style of story that kind of leans into Dark Souls. And okay. I liked it. I liked the first one. Haven't had a chance to play the second one, so now I'm glad I get to.
All right. What else we got?
We also got Ace Combat, if you're into flying around, and Kona, which is, I believe, a detective story.
Those are all PC. Oh, no. Kona's console, Ace Combat's console, and so is Surge 2. Okay. Yeah. Surge 2 is just also on PC.
Correct.
And then scroll back down. There was something else down there.
These ones are going to be a little bit later.
So, Power Rangers. Oh, I don't know which one that is.
Battle of the Grid.
Okay. And what is that?
I don't fucking know.
That's a terrible photo. I can't read it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck.
Some game coming to PC soon.
Yeah, I really wish I knew what the fuck. Is it Fantasy Star? No?
No.
Smite? Hang on. I'm working on it, guys.
There you go. That photo's bigger. Let's go back up. Oh, there you go. It's right there.
Oh, Astroglaster. Astrologaster. A comedy game.
Gaster?
A comedy game set in Shakespeare, London. Play as Dr. Simon Foreman and treat his patients using astrology and win him a medical license. Explore Simon's life, relationships, and his work. Make story choices strategically or just for fun, but be warned your choices will have consequences and unpredictable side effects in this story-driven, adventure-based game on a truly ridiculous story.
Alrighty then. So that's coming soon one. Same thing with the Power Rangers one.
Yeah, 3v3 tag battle type thing, so get your fight sticks out.
I don't have a fight stick. Alright, well that's the new Game Pass, but there's also new stuff for Epic Store.
Yes. Boop, 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 boop. So this week, or no, this is next week. This is this week. Next week?
Are you broken?
Oh, this was this week.
Okay.
Watch Dogs and Stanley Parable for this week.
Okay, I've already played Watch Dogs and beat it, and I mean I've seen so many playthroughs of Stanley Parable. It's like, yeah.
But I'm just saying those aren't bad. Those aren't bad to start off the coronavirus quarantine.
And definitely got a couple hours worth to play there.
Yeah. Well, Watch Dogs got a little bit longer than that, don't you think?
If you don't do the side shit, you can blow through it pretty quick.
Fair enough. And then this coming up week, we got Figment, which is a beautiful handcrafted story. And Torment X Punisher, which is a nice top-down bloody shooter
Okay.
with a killer fucking soundtrack.
I'm not too big of a fan of the top-down things, but sometimes they're good for just kind of dicking around.
Yeah. Like, let me see here. Boop. I just want you to look at how weird this is. So I'm showing him the trailer for it, and doesn't this give you a Adult Swim vibe?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
But also looks kind of like a fun art style at the same time.
Oh yeah, but it's gonna
Change because it goes top down.
Yeah, it's gonna fucking. Please tell me it showcases. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so it's like fast-paced Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, if we're going that far, I would say Smash TV. Oh,
Okay.
You never played Smash TV?
I
That's
didn't.
right.
No.
Smash TV is basically this. The way the game starts is literally it says "Let's fucking do this," and you just start shooting.
Cool.
Cool.
And then there's some sales going on.
Sale.
This is so that you guys can find all those sweet gaming things to do while you're stuck inside, especially because while we were sitting here, California just ordered all residents have to stay home tonight.
Yeah. All right. So with that, they have holy crap, something called the Triple Threat Sale, where
it's Ubisoft.
it is Ubisoft.
This is on Xbox.
Yes, this is through Xbox. Siege for $10, Wildlands for $20, Division 2 with the DLC for $40. You can get Odyssey for $15 if you happen to want to play that Odyssey, if you happen to like Roman architecture.
It looks like pretty much the majority of the more recent sections of the Assassin's Creed franchise from like 3 on, it looks like. They got Black Flag in there, they've got Chronicles, they got Odyssey, Origins, all the DLCs, Assassin's Creed Rogue Revamp or whatever the fuck it's called. Oh, they got the Ezio collection as well.
For 12.
Syndicate and Unity. Unity's 10. I feel like Unity should be cheaper than that.
I'm sure they fixed it.
Yeah, but they put it at the same price as Syndicate, and even fixed, I don't know that it's worth the same amount of Syndicate.
Fair enough.
You also got some Far Cry's in there with 4, New Dawn, and 5.
5 with the new DLCs that they came out with
Mm-hmm.
that I think you might actually enjoy.
Problem is, I haven't played 5 yet.
I know.
I have to still get 5 and get the DLCs if I want
Well,
to.
if you get the Gold Edition, it comes with it. So if you get Far Cry 5 Gold Edition, it comes with those DLCs.
It comes with those and New Dawn.
Yeah, which is Hours of Darkness, Lost on Mars, and Dead Living Zombies.
You kept wanting to say Dying Light.
I don't know why.
That's a zombie game.
It is, but I don't know why I wanted to say it.
They also got Primal.
And that's it for that. But
then you got Ghost Recon.
Ghost
and
Raccoon.
whatnot. All of its DLCs, Year 1 stuff. Siege is on sale as well.
Siege is on great sale.
So, Division 1 and 2.
Bundle 2.
I already own both.
Yeah, I know, me too. Through you.
Yeah.
But, there's another sale called the Wild World of Robots sale, which got Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Holy shit. If you want a crazy robot shooter with this crazy story as you're playing as the President of the United States, yelling the word Richard and shooting down weird terrorists, this is a game for you.
Why is he yelling the word Richard?
Richard! Richard is the vice president who wants to overthrow the president so that way he can become the president. Come on, Quincy, follow the story.
I don't know the story. How am I supposed to follow it?
I'm just giving you a shit.
I'm just gonna kick your ass.
All right, but it's a very fun game.
Mm-hmm.
It's for $13. You know, I actually find it to be fair because this is the remake version. I would say play it for $13. If you want a nice little walk around point and click adventure with a lot of blood, gore, and noir set in a futuristic Blade Runner style, Observer is $7.50. Assault Android Cactus, a nice little shoot 'em up style game that's similar to what we were talking about before. $7.50. Axiom Verge, a platformy styled, very fun. $10. God, I don't know very many of these.
A lot of them seem pretty random.
Yeah, I mean, their theme for this one was robots, and I'm like, I didn't play very much. Neon Chrome, I could say, is a good one. A nice little RPG one for $6. That's a fair price for it. Yeah, I don't know very. SteamWorld Dig, I could say, is a good one. Oh, the Talos Principle. Okay, Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
If I told you I have a puzzle game here, right here in my hands, a puzzle game, and I'm handing it to you, and you look at it and you say, "Hey, this is a Bible," and I say, "Yes, it is." Open it up. You open it up, and there's puzzles all inside, mixed in with your religion. Would that confuse you, or would that entice you?
Probably confuse me, but the other issue is I'm not religious.
Correct, but would you still happen to want to keep digging?
Maybe. I mean, I like puzzles.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's what the Talos Principle is. I wasn't expecting
That was
religion.
available somewhere for free for a bit.
Yeah, but if you haven't played it, $10 on through the Xbox One, it's a very interesting game. It has 3 different little tiny subplots, and it has a semi-learning AI. It kind of has like a prerequisite because it only has so many answers it can go through that it tries to understand
the player.
Kind of.
Interesting.
To how you would act in a situation. Like it'll ask you you're walking down a street kind of scenario, and then it'll give you a multiple choice of what would you do. And then it says, okay, so you're a charitable person. I'll keep that in mind. And then later
doesn't hurt the kitty, does it?
Huh?
It doesn't hurt the kitty, does it?
No,
okay.
it's kind of like the Turing test for robots.
Okay.
The Turing test for robots is basically, can you detect what is good, what is evil? If you can detect what is good and what is evil, can you define the lines of what you would do in that simple task? If you cannot detect what you can do in that simple task, then you fail the Turing test. There's more to it than that, but that's basically the simple of the Turing test.
Does it involve the 3 laws of robotics at all?
Oh, we're going into what is it?
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
That's
iRobot.
iRobot. Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, not to that degree, but kind of.
Yeah, it's mostly just not hurting humans and whatnot.
Yeah.
Tesla versus Lovecraft. We had looked at that previously, so that's currently on sale for $747.
Yeah.
Do I feel your wallet tickling a little bit?
No.
No? Okay.
No, I'm not a big... I have it on Steam.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
No. Some things are going to be a miss. Some things are going to be a hit.
Yeah. If you have Game Pass, hop on Tacoma. This one's a better one. This one's a better of an AI that's trying to define itself of what the Turing test is, not have the acknowledgement of what the Turing test is, and basically say, hang on, I know who you are. You're a human. I can help out humans. Okay, give me a minute. I can't let you do that. And it begins to dive just huge devolving, just making it worse and worse and worse.
Well, that one looks sad.
Which one?
Where are my friends? It's $1.19. Looks sad.
That looks like a little indie game. Can we get that?
You have to... there's a thing on the side.
Oh.
And then full screen it.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, I guess not. That didn't work. What the fuck, Microsoft?
Well, I'm just gonna do this then. It's a nice little point-and-click looking adventure, but it says 4 genres. Oh, it's puzzle, platform, point-and-click.
Huh.
No, I'm good.
Alright, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got portals.
It's got throttles. I'm good, but for $1.19, it's a nice little puzzle, platformy, point-and-click, and I don't know what the 4th one was. Hey, guess what? Square Enix is also on sale.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
If I wasn't so broke.
Final Fantasy VIII Remastered for $12. Life is Strange 2 Complete Season for $16. I would say Just Cause 4 Reloaded, which is the entire DLC set, for $14.
Was it still broken?
It's... I know 3 was broken. 4, I think, is fine.
Okay.
Kingdom Hearts 3 just dropped on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, go for that. But if not, and you just want to buy the game, it's $18.
I gotta sit there and go through the originals before I upload it on my Game Pass.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, which comes with all 3 of the extra stories.
Also on
and
Game Pass.
Also on Game Pass. But in case you don't, $17.49. Romancing Saga 3, which is the brand new one, even though it looks so old, but I love that style, for $21.74. I'm not mad at that price. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and I'm sure Human Revolution's further down. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 for $25. That's a fair fucking deal.
Final 7 for $7.99.
Yep.
And 9 for $10.49.
Not the remake.
No, the original.
The original.
And 9 for $10.49.
I didn't like 9, so I'm not going to try and push that one too hard, but it's a Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age, which is the HD re-rendering for $25. I don't find that to be fair for... I love 12. 12 is in like my top 5, but $25 for the new one? Like, if I didn't already have it on Steam for like, I think it was under 20 that I got it for. And that was back when it was just released. Final Fantasy Type 0 for 10, not bad. Just Cause 3 for 5. Make sure your computer, or in this case, Xbox One, is going to be an Xbox One X, because apparently it breaks down on S's and originals for Just Cause 3. So just be sure your shit can run it.
I'm pretty sure I've played it, though.
Just Cause 3?
Yeah, and I've got an original.
Okay, and has it crashed?
No, I didn't put a lot of time into it, but I did some stuff.
Okay, I'm just trying to keep
It's
people
either that
aware.
or 2, but I'm pretty sure it was 3. But I think it was 3 base. I didn't have any of the DLCs or anything like that.
Okay, I'm just saying it because even on my strong PC, I played a little bit and it just keeps crashing. I played on PS4 when I got it from PlayStation Plus. Kept crashing. It's just I didn't have the time or patience for it.
Life is Strange.
1
and 2.
Yeah, Murdered Soul Suspect for $3. All bits and pieces of the Tomb Raider series.
Well, they also had one of the games on sale too. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration for $9.
That's a really good deal.
That's not bad.
I enjoyed the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people out there have talked shit. Oh, that's a hell of a deal.
Sleeping Dogs?
Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. I love Sleeping Dogs, dude. Like, this is such a good fucking game for $4.49.
And the Definitive Edition, which comes with all the DLC.
Yeah, the DLC is mostly cosmetics.
Okay, but even still.
Yeah, but yeah, go and fucking get that, people. If you got $5 to spare, go and get that. I didn't like this one. Thief?
Yeah,
I was not a fan. I got a free rental for it years ago and just did not enjoy.
That's it for that one. Let's see what else was on Sale. Let's just click that and see what the fuck pops up.
Digital game deals.
Yeah, because usually it pops up a couple in the middle of all of it.
Yeah, unless it doesn't want to work.
Oh, here we go. Modern Warfare, the new one for $38.99.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever buy another Call of Duty game again.
Call it doggy.
I'll probably just keep borrowing them from my brother.
That's fine and fair. Pretty much more of the same.
Yeah, it looks just the same stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing new in it.
Jackbox Party Pack 5 for if you're stuck at home with your family and you want something to kind of screw around on so y'all don't go stir crazy.
Yeah, pretty much more of the same.
Yep.
That's for Xbox. Guess what else gets sales?
PlayStation.
What is this?
PlayStation.
Epic Ultimate Bundle for $17.99. What is it?
Put in your birth date. Oh wait, nope. There we go.
Samuel,
the Legacy
of. I don't know what any of this shit is. All right, you got me. I will put in my birth date.
Oh my God, are you actually putting your actual birth date in?
Yeah.
You never do that.
I never do that. But I just want to know what the fuck this is. This was literally the very first thing when I clicked on the sales. Oh, this looks indie as fuck.
I don't like the shadows.
This looks like it was made in Unity. Either Unity or Unreal 3.
Ooh.
This doesn't look good.
I don't know that this would be Unreal 3. I've seen better things than this from Unreal.
Well, we're on Unreal 4 now.
Yeah. 4's even free, though.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, whatever it is, it's on sale for $17.99. You go check it out. Decide if you think it's worth that.
I have no idea why they pushed this towards the
Because
front.
I don't know that it is.
Modern Warfare is on sale on PlayStation as well. PlayStation. What else we got?
A lot of like
Weird
expansion packs and currency things.
I don't want to do... No.
Yeah, there you go. Games. Bam.
Oh.
Wow. That sale just went down. Okay, so their sale sucks.
Yeah. Okay. I should have sworn I saw the freaking Mega March sale. Let's go with that.
Let's see if that's better.
There we
go.
go.
Okay, so it was just a weird part of the website.
Okay. Resident Evil 2 Deluxe Edition, $23. Borderlands 3 Deluxe Edition, $40. That's half off. Grand Theft Auto 5 for $15. Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition, $40.
Shit, Witcher 3 for $12.
Yeah.
Get that.
I recommend it too. I just barely started up on it. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, fucking Ultimate Edition for $40. That's pretty fair if you're into turn-based.
Now, Fallout 4 Game of the Year is $20. That's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal.
I don't agree that PlayStation is still selling Fallout 4 Game of the Year on average for $60. They're still selling it at $60, which is launch price for a game that's been out for how many years? And I can tell you right now, that's a Sony thing. Because I see it on all kinds of platforms, including physical, for a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
And I do not like when companies do that.
Just to make it so that way they're saying, hey, it's actually 75% out or 60. Ugh.
Yeah, so 67, I think, is what it was actually saying.
Yeah.
Human Fall Flat, I dicked around on that.
It's probably fun with a lot of people, because me and Goon messed around on it. We were having a good time, but we were like, if we had 4 people all trying to do the same thing, I'm sure we'd be doing more fucking around.
Yeah, but I still feel like 7's a little much.
You're right.
Even on that sale.
You're right. Last of Us Remastered for $15. If you want to get down with Last of Us, I recommend it. It's a fun game. Now, see, this is the one thing that... Okay, you were mentioning, how old games still have the 60.
Yeah.
This is $20 natural price.
And that's good. I'm really proud of them for that one, especially because it's one of theirs.
Yeah. Doom for $10. Hey,
The
Doom
new
Eternal's...
Medieval for $20.
Oh, shit, yeah. Oh, yeah. It was original price was $30, so the fact that they're knocking $10 off right now.
Ratchet and Clank, which is kind of the remake, rebooty type thing for the franchise, for $15.
All right. Battlefield 4, if you just happen to want to have something to shoot at for a little bit, $4. Literally just $4. Catherine Full Body for $30. It adds a lot more.
Does it? I haven't played Full Body. I've only played regular Catherine.
Yeah, it adds a couple more chapter sets.
Is that a third character? Or a third woman?
A third Catherine.
Interesting.
And
intrigued.
It even adds a subchapter for one of the friends that sits across from you.
Mm-hmm.
It adds a subchapter for him.
Now, does this make it? Do you feel it's worth $30?
In my opinion, yeah. Considering it's all re-rendered, it's all looking beautiful, and it even comes with, I think it comes with the theme that's supposed to go along with it. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it comes with the PS4 theme.
Cool.
Cat Lateral Damage for $350. It's a very fun fuck around game, but $350. I don't know. I feel like this one should be free. I don't know why.
Kind of like I Am Bread.
I Am Bread at least still gets content updates. I don't know about Cat Lateral Damage, but at least I Am Bread keeps getting updates.
I mean, I had fun with I Am Bread for about 5 seconds. Like, it was fun for a little bit, like one play, and then after that I was like, eh.
Darksiders 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's pretty good stuff on here.
A lot of pretty good stuff. It's just nothing.
Regular Fallout 4 for $12 if you didn't want the DLCs.
You might as well buy the DLCs.
You might as well. They're worth it. They're fun.
Grim Fandango Remastered, if you like point and click adventures, $450.
Never played it.
It's very 90s and you can feel it, but at the same time it's aged pretty good.
Okay.
Indivisible, and now it's only $13 off, but it's worth that $13 off at $28. It's a brand new game. Like, it's been out maybe, 2 months?
Okay.
2-3 months? I recommend it.
Layers of Fear.
Killing Floor 2.
Killing Floor 2.
$10.
see what else is there.
Nothing much after that.
Heavy Rain, if you haven't played it. You can yell Jason and Sean a lot.
Sean!
Jack 3.
Jack 3 for $7.50.
That's not bad. Jack and Dexter were fun.
I'm not mentioning that one. Killzone Shadowfall for $15.
More of the Jack games too.
Yeah, all of the Jack games.
There you go. Parappa, the rapper.
The rapper.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
$7.50, and it's the remastered one.
Yeah, because for some reason that game needed a remaster. So I've heard mix on the Order 1886. I heard that it's a really great premise, but it doesn't really get good until halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Now, I enjoyed it, but you're paying for about 4 hours.
Okay, so not even worth the $12 that it's currently going for?
It was a launch title, so you had to figure it had to showcase what the PS4 can do. And so with what the PS4 can do was what the Order delivered.
Gotcha.
And it's not a bad thing, it's just not all that good.
Okay. So I mean, there's also things like You're Dead by Daylight. There's definitely some other shit on there to check out. Is that the new? No, okay, no, that's something else. The Last Guardian. I don't even know about $9. From my understanding, that game was fucky.
It was, yes.
All right. Moving on. Do you want to talk about this one first?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. All right.
Okay.
So I was around. I made a few inputs for Twitch Plays Pokemon Red. I was there and I helped input a couple things for it just to see if it would do it, and I was like, cool, I'm helping do something. And then when I finally heard that they beat it, I was like, oh, okay, we're in this generation. Then I heard that they beat Dark Souls, and I was like,
that's impressive.
What timeline am I in? And now with a little bit of help, they have beaten Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. So it was like a 5 minutes Twitch streamer plays, 5 minutes Twitch audience plays, through commands in the chat. And they did it. They beat the fucking final boss and everything.
Yeah. Corrupted Ganon.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Like
it was going to be anyone else. Come on.
mean, I'm not going to spoil that. But it's not always been Ganon.
No, but come on. Who's the true badass in that universe?
You're right. I love Ganon. Ganon is a great evil villain.
And I mean, considering what's the horse?
The horse?
Yeah, what's this horse from Ocarina?
Epona?
Epona. Considering Epona can't wield a sword, we'll never get to see the true hero.
I know, right? Out of nowhere, she just appears.
I love Epona.
But I just want to mention on that. Do you want to talk about the specs?
Yeah, if you want. I pulled the verses, I guess.
There's the verses. So each one's have their pros and cons as far as between them. I'm looking toward more of getting the Xbox Series X over the PlayStation 5.
And to think, the Xbox Series X isn't going to be the only one they're launching. They're going to do different ones meant for different things. So right now, this is kind of the hold all. Like, this will kind of work a little bit for everyone. Maybe not exactly what you want, depending on what you're looking to do. Yeah. But there will be more coming out.
Yeah. So, like, it seems to be push and pull. This one does a little bit better on processing. This one does a little bit better on visual output. It's very much a neck and neck race. And
the big thing I'm seeing is the Xbox Series X one has a little bit more storage, not by much. You're talking 825 gigs versus the 1 terabyte.
Correct.
But they've got an easy, faster plug-in external that PlayStation isn't doing.
Well, it says it has a solid state drive slot. Let me see what this looks like.
Yeah, but they're doing the expansion thingy.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to full on open your.
No. This is what the actual chips look like.
Okay.
But it makes me wonder, because these chips right now, they're becoming like 4 terabytes.
Okay.
So if I can put a 4 terabyte in my PlayStation 5, that's an immediate bump. Because from what I'm gathering, so far, from what I understand, they're only making 1 terabyte for these
for the
expansion
Microsoft
slots.
expansion card slots, but they still have a USB port or
They both
USB
do.
ports
They
on.
both do.
Yeah.
So
So I'm just saying, while you have the 1 terabyte Microsoft, you could inevitably do a bigger SSD on the PlayStation. Yes, but you could also turn around and do the same thing on the Xbox through the USB port.
yes.
So, and the other thing I'm seeing though is the throughput on the PlayStation.
Now that's what I mean. The PlayStation has better visual output, and meanwhile, with graphics, the Series X has a little bit better over/under with the extra teraflops and the extra cores. You've got pick and choose.
Yeah.
Like, one will look more pretty, but then again, at the output set of 2.4 gigabytes a second raw, and then with the compression, it doesn't even matter. Might as well just put it out raw.
Yeah.
It's going to be probably apples and oranges,
their
but
output-
at the same time, I'm going to stick with oranges because I like oranges more.
They're also sitting both at the output of 8K.
Oh, of course.
So, unconfirmed that the Series X will go VR. Confirmed that the PlayStation will. My question is, do I have to buy a new VR helmet? Do I have to buy another expensive ass VR helmet, or does mine just switch over, considering it's all USB ports?
I'm going to hope that.
Here's a piss off though. The Series X is backwards compatible to the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, and the original Xbox. What the fuck, Siri?
Just a sec.
What the?
Just a sec.
Okay. That was weird.
That was very weird.
But the PlayStation is only backwards compatible to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's a bit of a, like, I handed over my PlayStation 2 stuff to you, and I said I'll ask for whatever the fuck I want back if I ever want any of it back. But I would love to go back and play some of it on a modern console.
We do have confirmed Project X Cloud for the cloud gaming. We don't have anything confirmed for the PlayStation, but most likely it'll be PlayStation now.
More likely.
Colors are unknown for the PlayStation. Dimensions are unknown for the PlayStation. But we're talking black for the color on the Xbox.
Yeah, because we actually have an image of what the Xbox looks like.
And they're both still saying holiday of 2020. Some reports had come out that the Xbox was looking at Thanksgiving. That was wrong. Their website kind of took a shit on them, I guess, and did put out the wrong information. And so that's all been fixed. It's still holiday 2020.
Yeah. As far as if I can crack either one of these consoles open and put in a solid state drive, a 4 terabyte solid state, just ready to rip solid state drive, just pop it in, I would do it. I'll void warranty and all, just so that way I can make sure it can handle whatever I throw at it.
Gotcha.
All right. So we don't like this coronavirus.
No.
Let us get this out here right now.
It sucks.
It is not doing great for a lot of things.
I want to go to the movies. I paid for movies anywhere this month, and then all the theaters shut down.
Yeah, I know, right? I hope they extend it. But Funimation is delaying dubs so that way employees can work from home. So that means the My Hero Academia kind of got nudged a little bit. So now instead of the will be available next day, will be available in the next 2 days, 3 days. I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying
Do what you gotta do to make people so safe, but also letting them keep work.
Yeah, and I mean, shit, you guys are putting out My Hero Academia dubs in less than a week. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah. I don't watch most of the dubs anyways.
Huh? I mean, you're right, but at the same time, there's also those who are what do they call it? Doing the subtitles. They also have to probably do it. So for those who are doing that, also may take a little bit longer. Hard
You
to
get the
say.
one guy that just decides he's quitting his job, but knows nobody's gonna check, so he just changes all the main character names to his name.
Larry, what are you doing? But I'm excited to see the next season of My Hero. The new movie I still haven't seen either.
Rammstein was doing pretty well before the theater shut down.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna hope that I can watch all that.
Well, while we're talking about theater shutdowns, Universal is doing a bunch of video-on-demand releases for movies, including Invisible Man, which I find weird because that movie's already made its money, and these video-on-demands are $20 each. but The Hunt, because that poor fucking movie cannot get a break after almost being canceled, and then
because of that bullshit with Trump and all that.
and then the later on release and whatnot, and now it's like we're finally releasing it. The theaters are closed. So if you want to see The Hunt and you want to show some support, it is available for video on demand. $20. I think you get it for 48 hours. I think. So they're doing that with several titles too. Invisible Man and The Hunt are the two big ones, but there's other stuff that Universal's doing it for to try to still make their money off these movies that now don't get to be in theaters. Certain companies like Disney and stuff like that have postponed releases. Black Widow's been pushed back, stuff like that. But there are some movies where it's like they had just come out and then this happened, so they kind of go, shit, what now? Like I was going to go see Onward, and now I have no idea how I'm going to watch Onward.
Oh, shit.
That's the new Pixar one.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm hoping Disney figures something out with it.
They dropped Frozen 2 early on streaming service so that, the kids can watch it by a month or two or something like that. Parents are pissed.
Oh.
They're like, you really locked me in the house with Frozen 2? Really? So...
Whatever. Yeah. But, I mean, I hope they figure out what to do with it. I hope they say, hey, through Disney Plus, you can purchase it for $5. At least try and get something for it.
They don't do the purchasing on...
or open donation.
I don't know what that is.
Like, just say, hey, tip your waiter kind of thing.
I don't know that Disney will do that. They'll probably put it on the video demand services, too. That's probably where we'll see it go.
What a damn shame.
Yeah. I don't know that I'll spend $20 to see it, but, All right, what else we got?
Sticking around anime, Bleach is coming back in 2021.
Yeah, so it's 1,000-Year Blood War, right?
1,000-Year War? 1,000-Year Blood War story arc.
Okay. Yeah, I've never watched Bleach because it's so intimidating. Although I have a lot of time in the house, you never know.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of intimidating, especially when you get down to season 4 or 5, because that's when all the characters go from oh, those were really quirky characters. Oh shit, this is a badass.
Oh no, I was talking about the sheer number of episodes is intimidating.
Oh yeah,
that's what's intimidating.
Oh, you want intimidating One Piece?
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah,
I like things like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, Cowboy Bebop, which only has
Trigun.
32 episodes. 26 episodes. Trigun, which has 30, and Fully Cooley, which has only 6.
Are you sure Cowboy Bebop has that many?
I want to say 26. I want to say Real Folk Blues Part 2 is 26.
26, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And then Trigun, I want to say, is 30.
I didn't know Trigun's a few more, and then they both have movies that I haven't even watched.
Oh, yo, fucking Badlands is such a good one. Nope, 26 for Trigun.
Okay.
The Badlands for fucking Trigun. Oh yeah, good movie.
I'll eventually sit down and watch it because I really like Trigun. So.
Okay. But it's Bleach's also 20th. I didn't know it was Bleach's 20th anniversary. Also,
yeah,
from Shonen Jump to now. Holy shit,
a long time.
It's been a long time.
But that means we're still older than it. So
yeah, fuck you. We get to bully you.
I'm the king.
I am the captain. No,
I'm gonna hold a loogie over your face.
Yeah, right.
Go ahead.
But shoe news. So I don't know how to lean into this proper.
You like MLB?
No,
I do.
I know you do.
I don't play the show though.
Go Cubs.
Yeah, go Cubs. Before the win, do have to clarify. They did a thing with Nike. MLB, the show, and PlayStation did a thing with Nike. So one shoe's blue, one shoe's red. They've got splatter marks, mostly white shoes though. And they got PlayStation logos on the front of the laces. Which I hate those little things because it's obviously that it's not connected to the shoe. It's only held on by the laces. So if you have to replace your laces, you have to be careful not to fucking lose that thing.
That's so weird. But
just connect it to the shoe. I don't want to lose part of my shoe.
Yeah.
Although I'd probably take them off and put Xbox logos.
Shit. But other than that, no other type of shoes.
Yeah,
they don't look
they're
bad.
Not bad. I don't like that the tongues don't match.
Well,
because one is the Nike with baseball, and the other one is the MLB show. It's one thing when they do the different colored PlayStation logos. I don't like that it's a completely different thing on the tongue.
I get you. Okay. Yeah.
If they wanted to do the show on both and make one red, one blue, Or do the Nike logo on both and make one red, one blue. Fine. But doing the Nike and then doing the shell, I don't like that.
Yeah. And that was my shoe news for the... I had rumored shoe news.
What's the rumored shoe news?
I'm not going to give it.
Okay.
Because I'm not ready for it.
It's a tease.
It's a tease.
He's teasing us.
Bitch. Speaking of teases, I like that D&D shit.
Mm-hmm.
D&D has kind of enveloped some to have an adventure on the internet through Roll20, where they have released a free adventure you can play with your friends. And it involves a new book that just got released on the 18th called Explorer's Guide to Wildmount.
You
which
said
was
book weird.
Did I?
Yeah, you went book.
Book. Am I fucking Canadian? I'm sorry. But it's the Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, which was written, well, aided by Matthew Mercer.
Sweet.
So, and I love the cover of the book. The cover of the book's so nice. It has the bright queen up in the top and King Dwindle on the bottom with a dodecahedron of infinite possibilities in the center. And it has all of the politics and all of that. And it's on sale right now for $30 on Amazon, $40 on Critical Role's website. But if you can hear me, purchase it from a private distributor, your local game shop, if you don't mind.
And it's possible. Check your local town. In our case, our local comic book shop is doing deliveries for $5. Get your comic books delivered. They're also doing curbside pickup in these times where we don't want to be going into places.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely do all of that and just support your locals.
Mm-hmm. Brick and mortar.
Yeah. And if they offer that kind of thing, do that even more, because they're going to be closed for a while and they will definitely need the money as soon as they come back.
Yes.
Speaking of Dungeons & Dragons, guess what? New books coming out soon too. June 2nd, 2020, we are getting the Mythic Odysseys of Theros. This fucking cover though. Look at they're fighting literally a star, two-headed dragon.
That's interesting.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, it's going to be
That's a lot of heads. There's way more than 3 heads there. There's more in the background.
Oh, there is some more in the background, but even still, it looks so nice. I saw the alternative cover to this one. It's going for $60 already, and it's on the pre-order, of course. Most of the alternative ones usually go for that much. Yeah. I'm excited to hear what this one's about. I think it's going to be a supplement book, but let me see here. Campaign source book. So okay. No, it's a full campaign. But it gives me the feeling that it's going to have a lot of Greek, Roman,
looks like
architecture type things. I'm excited. I'm always excited for these types of fucking things. And it also involves Magic the Gathering, just like Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right. Well. So, amongst the suspensions and closures and yada yada yadas, Netflix has suspended production on The Witcher in the UK due to coronavirus. So it's going to take even longer to get the show than before, but it's to keep everyone safe.
That's pretty much all.
Yeah, just think of it as a side quest.
Yeah. Oh. Speaking of side questing,
GDC.
I love GDC.
Oh, this person's hair.
The blue hair. Yeah, we're looking at a thing on Polygon, and the image is just a person with the best blue hair. I think.
That is such an intense blue. I love it.
It is a cobalt blue.
Yeah.
But it isn't. They're saying we're hoping. They're saying it will be canceled if it becomes a problem in a little bit of a later. So they're basically saying we're holding off on announcing our cancellation.
But if it does, it'll come out August 4th to the 6th is the hopes.
Yes. Same thing.
Out? That's not like it's a fucking article or a book or something. Will happen.
Will happen. Same thing was said about EVO 2020.
Okay.
So hopefully we get our fighting game going on, considering we lost a few pretty good tournaments because of that.
Yep.
Jesus.
So yeah, just keep your ear to the ground if that's something you're interested in. GDC is possibly changing date. All right. What else we got? Really quick on this one. This one is a little one. So for the new Justice League, you keep clicking shit. Mortal. They've released on Instagram, so you can't zoom in, the concept art for the Batcave, and I like it. I've definitely seen some weird Batcaves in the past. This one's not bad. I like this one.
I think the animated one was a weird one because it had the penny and stuff in the background.
I always liked the penny and the dinosaur because they were from heists, or not from heists, but from like different crimes he stopped, and so they were his
mementos.
Little mementos, trophy room type thing. If you play some of the maps on, I think, Arkham Knight, for like the challenge maps, you get to be in the Batcave, and it's got the dinosaur and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just found it to be strange that he would have him there.
Yeah.
But okay. If it has story semblance, I still don't know too much about Batman.
There's a lot to know. So
yeah, like I just learned about Calendar Man and how fucked up he really is.
oh yeah, he's fucky.
I
had you read Long Halloween. He's in there a little bit.
Oh yeah, he's in a little bit, but I mean like his actual history and how fucked he actually is.
There's an achievement I hope to one day get that I've never sat down and tried. It's visiting Calendar Man on certain dates for straight without missing one in Arkham City. And so it's like certain holidays and stuff like that. You can cheat and just change the date on your Xbox, but I want to do it legitimately.
Oh wow,
I care about these things. All right, what else we got? I want to wrap this up.
You got it, boss. All right. So GameStop has two little things here. So they want their cake and they want to eat it too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't blame them. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. I just don't have cake.
So they're saying that they are essential. They are an essential retail service that they should stay open during this pandemic.
I get their thought process, but I feel like they're not doing it for the right reasons. I feel like they're doing it for money, not for people's mental well-being.
I mean, to be fair, if we're shut in, we have our digital services. We don't technically need them.
Yeah.
That's my standpoint, but at the same time, it's like, what if you don't have internet?
I also haven't bought anything at GameStop in probably over 2 years.
Because GameStop is a terrible place to shop at.
Honestly, I think the last time I bought something from GameStop was probably
2017.
You know what? No, I bought Resident Evil 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was the last time.
Oh. Okay. Then
a little sooner than that, I guess.
Sure. But even still, they are a terrible distributor of things because they don't care. They don't care about us.
I feel like a lot of it comes down to they don't have competition.
They do.
They don't have a brick and mortar competition anymore.
Okay.
I don't count Walmart and Best Buy. They don't lower their prices the same way. They don't do trade-ins.
Now they do. Best Buy does.
Best Buy does trade-ins now?
Best Buy does trade-ins.
Okay. Well, that's the other part of the story.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's the other part of the story.
Oh, yeah.
Amongst this coronavirus stuff, they are not accepting trade-ins right now.
Yeah. Suspends trade-ins. I'm like, why won't... Okay, so you want to be open because you're essential, but you won't handle one of your major...
They don't want the employees touching something someone may have coughed on or something.
I get it, but at the same time, you're letting people who could potentially cough in the store.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. Yeah, so GameStop's fighting to stay open. Just no trade-ins.
But not wanting to do trade-ins.
So if you want to go buy something at GameStop, you still have an option. They are releasing Doom Eternal today, early, to keep down on the Eternal people fighting the Animal Crossing people.
Yeah, pretty much. I was about to say, the Animal Crossing set is as well. New Horizons is releasing at the same exact time. So you have...
Well, that's why they're
50/50s.
releasing Eternal today, so that Animal Crossing releases tomorrow without the Eternal people being there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
and they're extending hours also to release both.
Oh, that's nice of them.
HBO did something for all you shut-ins right now. They're doing a bunch of their shows are streaming for free right now, so you can go check out The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wire, True Detective, and much more.
I can go watch The Wire?
Well, you can go watch Wire anyways. I have HBO.
Oh, that's right, but even still, I could watch it for free?
Some of the episodes. I don't think it's the whole show. I think
that's
it's enough to get you into the idea.
Oh, okay. I mean, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So go check that out. Free Comic Book Day has been postponed due to the virus. They are pushing it back to... I'm not seeing the date.
Hang on, I'll pop up this link for you.
Oh, just says until summer.
Oh, fuck.
You can't without subscribing. Find a different one.
Yeah, I will find a different one because... Oh, fuck off, cunt.
You clicked on the same thing twice.
No, I didn't. I clicked on IGN the first time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Well, that's not what you opened.
So
The event is originally going to be May 2nd because it's always the first Saturday of May. They are planning on pushing it, but it doesn't say until when. It just says the summer.
Marvel and DC haven't announced any release changes.
No, that's for regular comics.
Oh, then
They'll probably have to reevaluate what they're giving out on Free Comic Book Day because Free Comic Book Day is supposed to tease the big summer titles, and now that Free Comic Book Day won't be until the summer, they'll have to probably do new Free Comic Book Day teases. So just keep an eye out. We'll get a new date soon. And
I like some of these covers.
Yeah, they've got some pretty good covers out there for some of these new things like Saga and three Jokers and stuff like that. While amongst all this, Marvel has announced 2 new characters that are non-binary. They're twins. One has a male build, the other has a female build. I guess that's the best way to say it, considering they're non-binary. One is pink, the other is a light blue, and it is Snowflake and Safe Space.
I hate it. I hate it not as a sense of that they're non-binary and I dislike that thought. No, I hate their names.
So I get your reasoning for hating the names.
Yes.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Pull up right there.
Mm-hmm.
This guy and this guy. I want to know what these two people are like. So it's Daniel Kibble Smith, and what's the other one? Lucian Fisici?
Luciano Vicicio.
Okay. So they both have done comics for a while, it looks like. I don't think okay, so you're upset with the names because you feel like the names are a stab at the way people are about the non-binary thing. You know,
yes.
Everyone's a perfect little snowflake. I need a safe space, is what you're saying.
Yes.
I think they're trying to use the fact that that's how people are about those things and be like, look, we're taking the words back in a sense.
Okay. Now that you kind of cut
I could be wrong. That's just the feeling I'm getting. My issue is I hate the design.
Yeah, the designs.
The costume looks like crap.
The designs are a little.
I don't like it. I do not like the costume, and I don't like the color scheme. Like, I get that it's supposed to be the one with the female build is wearing blue, the one with the male build is wearing pink to show like gender doesn't define color, all that stuff. I get that. I think the colors just clash next to each other. It almost hurts to look at.
Yeah.
And then the costumes just aren't great, and the boots are kind of funky looking. Like,
makes me think of roller derby
a little bit. And I was gonna say the boots kind of look like this person Fisicio. I don't want to say anything against them because he did well with like the facial features and stuff like that, but I don't think he can draw feet. I think we have another Liefeld because those feet look bad. So I don't know, but yeah. So there are 2 new characters.
Okay.
And I figure we could end on a good note with the Twitter.
Captain's Log.
William Shatner's Twitter. Go ahead.
Captain's Log. Stardate 2 of the self-imposed isolation. Emissaries Macchiato and Espresso have been exploring a new territory called Underbed, bestowing upon me tributes of missing socks and other items in an attempt to get my attention and adoration. Logged.
End log. So William Shatner's trying to keep us all having a little bit of fun out there while also having a little bit of fun himself. He is taking the self-isolation thing serious as well and staying home. That's Captain's Log number 2. There should be number 1 just a little bit right there.
Captain's Log supplemental. While reflecting upon my experiences of the past week, I do want to send my love, thanks, and respect to those in Europe who came out to see me. For those canceled appearances, I will work towards seeing if I can get back to those venues at some point.
And is
and
there
Captain Log starting 1 of self-imposed isolation. After having arrived at Planet Home, I was warmly greeted by emissaries Espresso and Macchiato. I look forward to my planned respite from my normal duties. Kirk out.
Wholesome, fun. I love it. I do believe Espresso and Macchiato are his dogs. So,
all right.
The other meme I see going around a lot is Iron Man saying, sorry, Earth is closed today. But that's what we got for you guys. We're gonna wrap this one up. It looks like you have one last thing you want to talk about.
Something that I'm hoping I can find in the near future. Can you see what this says?
I see it.
Arizona green tea hard, which has alcohol in
It's made
it.
with vodka.
With vodka, yes. I'm hoping that sometime soon it can come over to us, and I will try it. I'm also trying to get us a sponsorship through either Lipton or fucking MOONPIES.
Okay, I mean I like both. So.
I like both too, so come on, Lipton. I love your green tea. I love your regular lemon tea. MOONPIES, come on, man. You guys are delicious. But remember to, check us out on our own Twitters, our personals, or our group one. We check them all the time.
Yeah, Twitter. I'm always checking Twitter.
I'm always checking Twitter too. Now I'm uploading a little bit more. I even changed my my little screen image now. It looks a lot cooler.
I like the new one.
Yeah, I like it too.
I think you need to change your bio.
My bio?
Yeah.
No, but I am tired.
You are tired all the time.
I am tired all the time. Why would I need to change it?
You're right. Make sure to check out his Humble Bundle as well. Keep yourselves gaming while you're stuck in the house.
Yeah. And for now it's raised up a little bit in price.
Mm-hmm.
It is no longer that $12 I was promising way a long time ago. Now, if you want 9 games out of that set, you're paying $20. But at the same time, $20 for 9.
And you get to check the titles and make sure that there's stuff in there you want to buy.
So. Oh, of course. And you can do it month to month, so that way you're like, I don't want this month. You can skip it. You don't have to do that. But just thought I'd let the people in the know. You won't believe who asked us to put the link back in as a referral.
Loot Crate.
Loot Crate. They were like, hey, it's back. You want to do it? And I was just like, mm-mm.
Nah, I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I don't like the way you treat people now.
Mm-mm.
So, all right. Thanks, guys. That's it from me.
That's it from me.
All right. We want to thank you a lot, Tay, for being here with us.
I think you've used that one before.
Shit, have I?
I want to say you've used a latte one.
All right. Well, then, bottomless thanks. Bottomless coffee.
I guess that's
You know what? Hold on.
that was a bit okay. That was a bit of a stretch. I will give it to you though. If you'll take it, I'll give it to you.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll save my other one for another time.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.